Hello everyone. We have our news for the week, so let's go through everything and see what we got. So before we jump into what's coming up, let's talk about what's going to end with maintenance. So there's a couple of things that are very important. So the daily steel dummy challenge is going to end. That was just giving us some free currency to pick out some free super trusts, trust, or just other items as we wish. So we get one more shot at that, and then that's going away with maintenance. The other thing, which is more important, is the Aerith Enhancement quests. So there's 3 of them. Get them done before maintenance, otherwise you're going to miss out on being able to EX2 your Aerith for free, which, I mean, she's really strong, and you definitely want to not miss that out. The Elemental Turn Challenge was supposed to end with the Steel Dummies, but they took that out because of a bug. So we'll see if they bring that back after fixing the bug, or if they're just going to give out free items, or what they're going to do with that. But seeing they already took that out, we don't have to worry about that at the moment. So with the upcoming week, maintenance is going to be the same time as normal, so nobody should be surprised there. We're getting a Neovision base unit and an NVA, so we're getting a login for that. The usual is going to be 30 crystals for the NV base, 25 shards for the NVA. We're getting the exchange shot for the banner, normal there. The cash summon, which I never really like, but obviously they're going to keep doing that for every banner now. Intro quest, we'll go over the unit when we get to the banner there. We do get this new 5th anniversary after party though. So summoning on the banner this time, we're going to be able to get these 5th anniversary tickets. Now there's apparently going to be a way to get more tickets outside of the banner. Don't know how yet. But using these tickets, we get Lapis, Transcension Pearls, 10+1 tickets that can be Neovision, and the 1 out of 10 Neovision tickets. So everything we can pull with these tickets is really nice. And it tells us we have to use them by 9:15. But I'm wondering on how we can get other ones outside of the banner, but we'll see, I guess, when they add that in. For now, they're not telling us. We are also getting a new vision card, so obviously we're getting the one for the Neovision base unit. Now she's a Dragoon, and her card is really good for Dragoons. Well, Brave Exvius unit Dragoons, seeing the 100% jump is only for FFBE units. 60% attack with 110 raw attack on it. It's a pretty good card for Dragoons. And then they're also giving us this other one, which is 30 attack, 60 defense, fire and wind resist, and then some attack and defense percentage at the end there with more resist. Not bad overall. The resist cards have their uses here and there when you need to just get that little bit of extra resist of those in your build. We're getting Item World again, which is actually surprising because we had one not that long ago, but it's pretty nice because we just got to finish Sephiroth's Katana, so we can run that through. We're also getting a weapon for the new Dragoon, and obviously that's getting a special ability as well. So you want to make sure you run that through, definitely. 60% attack and 50% double hand is really nice. A couple other items get boosted abilities. Not terrible overall. The Spirit Sword getting 60% spirit is noteworthy though. Other stuff is just decent overall. I'll run through and get everything at least. And we're also getting our next Clash of Wills. So this is the second out of 3 set for the season. So from what I understand so far, this one's going to be annoying. So they made extra notice of this one being focused around status effects and zombie. So status ailments aren't too bad overall. Zombie can be a real pain. They also mentioned, at least for this one, we'll have to see because they're still changing things as we give feedback with each one, this only being the second one. But for this one, buffing status ailment resist is going to be very good for the morale gauge. We're also getting new morale abilities to boost resistances and remove them. one of the really nice things is they're reducing the EX level requirement a little bit. So I believe on the first one you needed a party of 6 EX3 units to be able to choose all your challenge modifiers. So they're reducing that by 2. Which helps people like me out when I don't have full parties of EX3 units. They're also adding a number of turns declare as the score criteria starting at Phase 2. I'm assuming that's going to carry all the way up to Phase 5. So it's just another thing, although the last one we kind of had to kill in 5 turns anyway, so that might just end up being like a free score, which is also fine. So we'll do a video on this when it comes out and see just how annoying all the statuses are. Now the big things here is its main weakness is wind, and the new unit is going to be a wind-based Dragoon, of course. It's Dragon and Reaper, dual race. And its secondary weaknesses are fire and earth. So we'll have to see just how much of a difference it is between the fire, earth, and wind weakness there. And if we can still max out using fire teams and earth teams. But we'll check that out when it comes. So the new unit is Sky, Neovision base, global original. So I'm going to wait to see what the actual numbers are before I commit to pulling or not. Global Original Dragoon, I probably will, just because I like Global Original units and Dragoons. But I want to just make sure that her numbers are good, because she's not limited. And she's focused on the morale fights, obviously. Sighard's getting his NVA. And overall, he's decent there. So if we pull on the Step Up, we get the extra 5th anniversary tickets. So the Dragoon, wind based. Now the Super Trust and the Trust are both very nice. And the regular Trust hat lets her heal from wind damage, which is very nice for certain things. And then both of them are boosting jump, which a hat and an accessory that boosts jump is very nice. And killers on the accessory is also extra nice. And one thing that stood out to me that made this unit look kind of fun is her normal attack gets changed into a jump attack. A time jump, actually. And her passive lets her normal attack hit twice. So she wants to be a double hand unit, but her normal attack jump will hit twice. And if she's easy to build as a dual wield unit, it'll make her normal attack jump hit 4 times, which could be rather fun. But again, we have to wait for the data mine to see actual numbers and the full kit and everything that she has, because they still won't give us enough information in the news updates. But she looks like she could be fun, but depending on modifiers, it's really going to matter there. So when I get the data, I'll decide if I'm going to pull for her or not. Sighard just becomes a better tank, essentially. The only downside is his shift is 4 turns and you get locked into it for the 4 turns, which is fine. But he gets double cast, he gets some extra tanky stuff which helps him out. So overall he becomes a decent tank again. There was a time when he was one of the top tanks, and then obviously we had other tanks pass him. This brings him up close to level, I think. Have to play around with this kit and see the actual numbers. I didn't bother looking up the JP numbers to see just how good he is after that. But we do have a lot of physical tanks, so obviously at this point, unless you're missing a physical tank completely, I don't really chase after them anymore. But the big thing is going to be seeing just how good this new global unit is. Now, also in the video that we got for the month, they did also mention the whole favorite equipment system and how Chamber of Arms, the 10-man fights, when they implement this, I guess something in the code just makes it so that they have to take those out, which is not that good. I mean, the system they're giving us is decent, But there's some nice items in the Chamber of Arms, and pretty much we have until next month to get them. So, from my understanding, it's been over like 5 months on JP. They still haven't fixed it, and I haven't really heard anything about them fixing it. So, when this goes away, it's not coming back anytime soon. Now, there's like some killers and a couple of fun items, and then the final item, if you do all of them, has 20% killer to everything on an accessory, which is useful against multi-race enemies. So, if you haven't done everything there, and obviously there's some free lapis to get, but if you haven't done them all, you have until next month to get everything done. Now, Neo Visions have power crept them severely, so the fights aren't all that hard anymore. I might see about doing a quick clear of everything, and we'll see if I have time to do that. But that's pretty much all the information we have for the week, unless they want to sneak something in right before maintenance, like they did last time. But that's what we got, so we're going to end the video here, and I hope everybody enjoyed.